Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to welcome you all once again to the House of European Football here in Nyon for the UEFA Europa League quarter-final and semi-final draw. The last few months have been challenging for everyone with the onset of COVID-19. However, communities across Europe have come together to battle this pandemic. Thanks in great part to the sterling efforts of health workers across the continent, we're now in a position to look forward to restarting one of football's most historic club competitions, which is watched and enjoyed by millions of fans around the world. As was the case with the UEFA Champions League draw an hour or so ago, this will be a draw with a difference. Representatives from the clubs still left in the competition can't be physically with us here in Nyon for social distancing reasons. They are following us live from their respective cities, so we're delighted about that. They'll be also speaking, some of them via video conference, and a warm welcome to all of the clubs who are following this, and we hope to have you back here in Nyon as soon as possible. They, of course, are much looking forward to seeing what the draw holds for their sides, but before we find out who'll be playing who, let's remind ourselves of what has happened so far in this year's competition. Here are some of the best moments and goals from the clubs involved in today's draw.
After 3 months of waiting, we bring you the exciting news that the UEFA Europa League round of 16 will resume in August.
The clubs were, of course, eagerly awaiting to have the opportunity to get back to playing competitively. So let's take a look at what they were up to when they had to stop their respective competitions over the last months. We're also going to take a look at some of the lighter moments as well.
Natürlich geht man das Fußballspielen ein bisschen ab, aber das Wichtigste ist jetzt die Gesundheit.
Oh, my hair's falling off. Now the NHS and the health service, they're the real heroes now.
Gemeinsam gegen Corona.
I think the main message for me is just to stay positive, stay smiling.
Some great moments there from lockdown, also from the return to action, and we'd like to thank the clubs for providing us with some of that fantastic footage. Now, the draw is getting ever closer, but first let's speak to some of the club representatives to find out how they managed during this tough lockdown period, as well as their aspirations for the upcoming final stages of the competition. Let's try to head over to the UK first to speak with a representative from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Connor, hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Hello, yes, I can hear you fine, yeah.
Connor, first of all, hope you and your family have been safe throughout this period. What did you miss most during the lockdown, and how did you keep yourself busy on a day-to-day basis?
Thank you for that. No, it's been hard. Honestly, it's been hard without football. I think everybody will tell you the same thing. Without football, everything's been tough. But we've just been hoping and praying for some good news moving forward. And luckily now football's back, albeit without what we want it to be with. But it's back, and we're enjoying it again. So hope that continues going into the future as well.
Connor, thanks for participating live from Wolverhampton during this draw. Good luck to Wolves in the proceedings that'll start in just a while. Next up, we have a chance to speak with another player, this time a Sevilla one. It's Nemanja Gudel. Nemanja, hello from Nyon. Can you hear me? We don't have a chance to speak with Nemanja at the moment. We're going to move on to Greece and speak with Olympiacos, who have had a tremendous season so far. Omar, can you hear me? Trying to speak with Olympiacos player, Olympiacos who has qualified to this stage of the tournament, already Greek champions as well. Omar, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Hi, great. How were things in Greece throughout the lockdown, and was your manager checking in on you every day to make sure you stayed in shape?
Yes, obviously it was strange and difficult for everyone, but I think we tried to make the best out of it, and I think the club did really well for us players here in terms of really checking on us and providing everything we needed at the time. As I said, was really strange and difficult, but we managed as everyone else, and hoping the worst is past.
Thanks, Omar. And you're next to Pedro Martins, your coach, also to Cristiano Carramba. I do have a question for Pedro. Pedro, boa tarde. Como é que foi para si enfrentar esta paragem e usaram muito estas videoconferências para falar com os jogadores e manterem-se todos em contacto?
Boa tarde, Pedro. É um facto. Era a única possibilidade, mas acima de tudo houve um grande cuidado em perceber como é que estavam os nossos atletas. Um enorme cuidado, nomeadamente os estrangeiros e aqueles que não tinham ninguém a dar-lhes apoio. O caso do Omar, por exemplo, era um dos atletas em que normalmente tem cá a família, mas a família, entretanto, foi para a Noruega, a esposa está grávida e vai ter o terceiro filho e havia necessidade de protegê-lo. E havia também necessidade de olhar, neste caso, como o Omar e muitos jogadores que estavam sozinhos. E essa foi a nossa maior preocupação. Não tanto cuidado com o treino em casa, porque isso vale o que vale e não traz repercussões para o jogo, mas acima de tudo um enorme cuidado nas questões mentais e de proteção dos atletas.
Obrigado, Pedro, e já agora parabéns também pelo título que já garantiram na Grécia esta época. Boa sorte para o sorteio. We're going to head back over to Spain and Sevilla. I think now we have a chance to speak with Nemanja Gudel. There they are. Nemanja, how was it during the lockdown, and how eager were you to get back to competing?
Well, it was a tough time, of course. Lockdown is never fun, but I think we did a good job. We trained a lot at home. You see the games that we had in the league were physically very good, in a very good shape, and we were just we couldn't wait to have our first game and especially our first training on the pitch.
Thanks, Nemanja. Glad to see you're safe. We're going to head over to Istanbul next to speak with a representative from Istanbul, Başakşehir. It's the manager, Okan. Greetings from Nyon. How did you make sure your players were staying fit and fresh?
Hello. Hello, Pedro. after the Turkish Football Federation decided to stop to Turkish League, we sent the players to their homes, and we sent their homes to our workout training something, and we start to connect with the players, our athletic performance coaches, and after 3 weeks we start to the personal trainings with them, and then before the Turkish League we start to 6 weeks to preparation with the team. First to 3 groups and 2 groups and to whole team, and we start the Turkish League, and now we are ready to enter Turkish League and European League.
Okan Buruk, thank you very much, and you're doing great in the Turkish League since you came back, leading the way there. We're going to jump over to Kiev to speak with Shakhtar Donetsk coach Luís Campos. Luís, boa tarde. Antes de mais, parabéns também pelo título que já garantiram na Ucrânia. O que é que foi a mudança principal que vocês tiveram de ter a nível do trabalho quando regressaram?
Olá Pedro, só retificar, Luís Castro e não Luís Campos. Luís Campos não liga. Dizer-te que foi extremamente complexo, porque nós já tínhamos feito 2 pré-épocas e tivemos que fazer uma terceira pré-época depois da quarentena. A dimensão psicológica claramente afetada nos jogadores. Tivemos que adotar estratégias de regresso ao trabalho, pois sabíamos que o treino em casa não era um treino condizente com aquilo que é o futebol e as dinâmicas do futebol, e o termos começado a trabalhar individualmente, depois por grupos pequenos e posteriormente por setores, e só depois ter juntado todo o grupo de trabalho, foi extremamente complexo esse voltar ao trabalho, mas felizmente os jogadores entenderam o processo e neste momento estão totalmente prontos para continuar a trabalhar e irmos diretos para a Liga Europa após o nosso campeonato.
Luís Castro, obrigado. Parabéns mais uma vez pelo título e boa sorte para o sorteio. Thank you everyone for participating in your respective cities here as we continue the countdown to the start of the draw. We still have 16 teams left in the competition, and they all have the same aim of trying to make the final 8 tournament, which will take place in the North Rhine-Westphalia region of Germany. In a break from the traditional knockout format, all these matches will be played over one leg, with the quarter-final encounters taking place in Cologne, Duisburg, Düsseldorf and Gelsenkirchen. These matches will be played on the 10th and 11th of August, with the semi-finals then taking place on the 16th and 17th of the same month. The city of Cologne will have the honor of hosting the UEFA Europa League final on the 21st of August. No doubt today's draw will produce some great games for all of us to savor. So without any further ado, let's quickly move on. Please welcome on stage the UEFA Deputy General Secretary, Giorgio Marchetti. Hey, Giorgio.
Hello, Pedro. Thank you. And good afternoon. A warm welcome from my side for this draw ceremony here in Nyon. The UEFA President, Alexander Ceferin, is eager to discover the match lineup for this unique tournament and is delighted to welcome everyone back to the UEFA Europa League. There are still 16 clubs who have dreams and aspiration of reaching the final 8 tournament in Germany, and I would like to wish them all the best of luck. I will not miss this opportunity to say once more thank you to the health workers and the other key workers around the continent who have made it possible for all of us to resume our life with their dedication to the cause and tireless commitment to helping others and to guaranteeing essential services to the communities. Thank you so much to all of you. I would like to thank the German Football Association for offering the stage to stage the final 8 in Germany. We at UEFA, we are confident that with the continued collaboration between the stakeholders, we will successfully conclude the season in the North Rhine-Westphalia region. Thank you finally also to the Polish Football Federation and the city of Gdansk for their understanding and great help in moving the Gdansk final to 2021. In this difficult period, European cooperation with our stakeholders, leagues and clubs has played a crucial role for allowing a structured return of football competitions. Domestic leagues first, and now the UEFA competitions. This proves that joint work between stakeholders can more easily lead to successful solutions. The UEFA Europa League is back. Soon, fans will see again their teams go head-to-head. We are all looking forward to these matches when next month 16 teams will be on the road to Final 8 in Germany.
That's right, Giorgio. We're all looking forward to the draw getting started. However, before we do that, let's introduce our special guest who'll help out with it. He lifted this illustrious trophy back in 1996, while he's also familiar with the region where the final tournament will take place, having played for Borussia Dortmund in the early part of his career. There's the man Thomas Helmer, who lifted the trophy with FC Bayern München in '96. Thomas, please come and join us up here on stage. Welcome, Thomas.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you here in Nyon. You're very welcome. First question has to be about Germany hosting this tournament, quite an unprecedented one. How are people in Germany feeling about hosting it, and what can we expect over these weeks in your former home territory?
As you said before, the Rhine region is totally football mad. It's the home of some of the biggest names in Germany, for example, Borussia Dortmund, Schalke, Gladbach, Cologne, only to mention a few. But don't forget Arminia Bielefeld, my first club as a professional player. They are back in the first Bundesliga. Congratulations. The people in this area not only love, they live for the game, and therefore it's like a little bit of football is coming home.
You, of course, won this competition in '96, as I said before, and you scored a goal in one of the legs of the final. This was back when there were 2 games to decide the champion. What memories do you have of that final overall?
1996 was a special year for my career. And as you said, there were 2 final matches. We won the first 2-0 in Munich. I was happy to score the first one. But the other game, the second game in Bordeaux, it was very tough because Bordeaux, they had a very good team. Zidane, Lizarazu, Dugarry, but we had Jürgen Klinsmann. I think he scored in this season nearly 15 goals. Yeah, 15.
Okay, wow.
And yeah, unbelievable. But also the semi-final was amazing. We won 2-1 in Barcelona. Our coach, Otto Rehagel, a few days later, he was fired and replaced by Franz Beckenbauer. And do you know how he named the trophy?
No.
Franz Beckenbauer? The Cup of the Losers.
Well, Thomas, it's a pleasure to have you here. You're going to help Giorgio Marchetti out with this draw.
Yeah.
And Giorgio, if you can please take us to the next step.
Yes, Pedro, with pleasure. I will give a very quick reminder of the technical procedure. So the 8 balls ready to be drawn contain not 8 names, but 8 pairs of clubs involved in the round of 16. They will be drawn one after the other by our legend Thomas Helmer and obviously paired. The draw is completely open. We don't apply any special conditions like country protection or seeding. The quarter-final matches will be played on the 10th and 11th of August in Cologne, Gelsenkirchen, Duisburg and Düsseldorf. The order of the draw will not necessarily correspond to the order of the match calendar. So, with this basic information, everything is ready, and may I ask Thomas to shuffle the balls and start giving us the names of the teams featuring in the quarterfinals one after the other, so we see how they come together from the round of 16 pairings to play in the quarterfinals, obviously, when they qualify.
sorry. Wolfsburg, Shakhtar Donetsk.
So the first pairing drawn is Wolfsburg versus Shakhtar Donetsk. They are the first. They will be the first team in the quarterfinal number 1. So Shakhtar Donetsk are former winners. One of the few former winners that we have in this lineup.
Eintracht Frankfurt, FC Basel.
So Eintracht Frankfurt versus FC Basel, which makes it possible for a German derby on German territory, but not in the stadiums of the two clubs, of course. So Wolfsburg or Shakhtar will play against Eintracht or FC Basel.
So next one. LASK, Manchester United.
So LASK or Manchester United, first team of the quarterfinal number 2. Manchester United in quest of repeating the success of 2017, certainly.
You told me the name, eh? Başakşehir, Copenhagen.
Very good. Istanbul, Başakşehir versus Copenhagen. So they will be the opponents or LASK or Manchester United, and that's quarterfinal number 2. So halfway through the quarterfinals, so we need to discover the other 2. And the first one starts with
Inter Milano, Getafe.
Internazionale or Getafe. So Inter or Getafe, they will be paired with one of the 3 pairings of the round of 16, which are still in the bowl. Now it's in the hands of Thomas.
Glasgow Rangers, Bayer Leverkusen.
So Rangers or Bayer 04 Leverkusen will be opposed to Internazionale or Getafe in this quarterfinal number 3.
So the last one?
So the last one, last quarterfinal, will start with
Olympiacos, Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Olympiacos or Wolverhampton Wanderers. And one is left. We know, but we want to see the names.
Yes.
So Olympiacos or Wolverhampton will be opposed to
Sevilla or Roma.
Sevilla, the record winner of this trophy. Sevilla 5 times, of which 3 in a row, or Roma. So one of these 2 teams will play Olympiacos and Wolverhampton Wanderers in the last quarterfinals. Now we have to move slightly to this side because we have not finished our job. We need also to define the road to the final, and the road to the final starts by having the winners of the quarterfinals together. So it's another easy draw. We have 4. Wait a second, please. Just give you a small explanation. 4 pairings, 4 balls. They will be drawn one after the other. So the first 2 pairings will come together as semi-final 1, and then, of course, the other 2 will be semi-final number 2. Please, Thomas, start shuffling the balls and please deliver the first semi-final, which will start with one of the quarterfinals.
So, winner of quarterfinal 4.
Winner of quarterfinal 4. It's one of these 4 teams: Olympiacos or Wolverhampton, Sevilla or Roma. They will be opposed to one of other 4 teams out of quarterfinal.
It's the winner of quarterfinal 2.
So quarterfinal 2. So the opponents will be, in this case, LASK or Manchester United and Istanbul Başakşehir or FC Copenhagen. That's semi-final number 1. And for semi-final number 2, the first team will be the winner of
quarterfinal 3.
Quarterfinal 3, which means Internazionale Getafe or Rangers versus Bayer Leverkusen. Only one left. We control if the draw was done in a fully correct way.
Winner of quarterfinal 1.
Quarterfinal 1, so Wolfsburg or Shakhtar Donetsk and Eintracht Frankfurt or FC Basel will be opposed to the other winner of quarterfinal. So with this, only one small thing, just to define the supposedly home team of the final, so the one team named first. We will pair the two semi-finals, so we have to see if the home team will be winner of semi-final 1 or 2. So please shuffle these two balls, and we will place one of the two semi-finalists. That's the first team of the final.
Winner of semi-final 1.
So the winner of semi-final 1 will be indicated as the first team in the final against, obviously, all expect the winner of semi-final 2, but please show us.
Yes. Winner of semi-final.
And of course, it's the winner of semi-final 2. So thank you very much, Thomas. This draw is
It was a pleasure.
completed.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. We now have the path clear for all of the 16 teams still competing for this trophy right here and to get to the final in Cologne to try to win it. Let's take a quick look at the matches that are ahead of us, and the remaining round of 16 matches will be played on the 5th and 6th of August, with the winners progressing to the final tournament in Germany. Still a few permutations to solve before we get down to the nitty-gritty and the semi-finals and then final of the competition. Of course, here at UEFA, we wish everyone the best of luck. Thank you also to the representatives of the clubs that are joining us remotely from across Europe. Hope to see you here soon in Nyon. And that is all from the House of European Football, all from me as we conclude the draw. Thank you very much, Thomas and Giorgio, one last time. Stay safe, everyone, and don't forget to tune in when the UEFA Europa League resumes next month. Thank you.